So it couldn't connect. Oh, okay. So I'm going to figure out how to draw with this. How to add shapes and shit. Because what we're going to do is, you guys have been asking for work stories. I want to give them to you, but I want to give them to you in a special way, because what I was originally going to do is I was going to make it a mini mart, but instead of making it a mini mart, how about we just make it a whole ass mall with a bunch of stores in it. And we're gonna make them all. I'm not sure if we can do it in here. We may have to figure out another thing to do it with. So wait, well, why is it not working? So it's detected that the live chat didn't appear on your screen in the past 2 minutes. So so this is going to be or it's going to be a multiplex more than a mall. Multiplex is what we're going for. So I need oh. So I know a couple of them that it's going to be or a strip mall, basically. Oh, shit. Why is it doing that? Hi guys. So, and because some of you are going to ask, because I know that most of you are going to ask, oh, fuck. I know a lot of you are going to ask. So I know a lot of you are going to ask. So that's all I have for now. Actually, that's not true. Okay, so we have the movie theater, we have the pasta shop, and we have the pasta shop, the chocolate shop, the pasta cafe, and the chocolate shop. I need ideas for what else to put in the strip mall. Because basically, the strip mall is going to be and this is going to be something big. Actually, no. Hi. So I need to know what else would go in a strip mall, in a what the hell? What? I did not mean to pick that up. What the fucking hell? I swear I'm not doing this on purpose. Okay, so these we need to know what these are going to be. Because I don't know. I don't know what those are going to be. And I don't want the bathroom jutting. I don't want the bathroom jutting. Like, I'm trying to get it so the bathroom doesn't like jut out into the middle of. There we go. So, if anybody has any ideas, and anybody can think of what it would be, please feel free to tell me, because I need to know what exactly it's gonna be. If you're just joining me now, basically, what it is we're building a strip mall, or at least we're building a mall. So where I can tell work stories, because I know you guys want those work stories. I know you guys would like me to tell y'all those stories, but I can't tell those stories without a place to put them. So, and I'm sure some of you also have stories that you want me to tell, real stories, not fake stories. Well, mostly real storylines. I know I have a couple fake storylines that I want to use, but mostly real ones. So, Hi, Jose. How you doing? So, we are trying to figure out what exactly. Oh. There. Now it's full screen. I know it looks stretchy, but you know what? That's okay. Because what matters is not the screen itself. What matters is the content. And what we put on the screen. So if anybody has any ideas, please tell me. Because that's the whole point, and nobody's biting right now. Hi, Sonia. So I wonder if going live for 60 minutes is the reason why I'm not getting any hits, because I haven't gone live for 60 minutes yet. So and remember, if you I am on the right account. So I'm on the POV account. Okay. Maybe I could make these into something. Hi, Shelby. If you're new, my last, I was playing a game before this, but for some reason, which I can't fathom, my computer decided to restart. I don't know why my computer decided to restart, but we basically lost that stream. And instead of going back and replaying that stream, I decided that I was going to do something entirely different. So now we're doing this. Can y'all hear me? Okay. Can y'all hear me? Hi, Trobs. How are you doing? Wonder if saying hi to people actually helps. I don't know if it does. Hi, Elijah. How are you doing? So, hi, Kat. Hi, Brandon. Cause y'all know this is supposed to be viewer suggestions. Hey, this is supposed to be viewer suggestions. Cause like I'm asking y'all for help to come up with this. Maybe I don't think you realize that. That I'm asking you for help coming up with suggestions as to what I could add. Cause nobody seems to be suggesting. Hi. Nobody seems to be coming up with anything, so maybe I wasn't clear about that. Hi, Willie. So what else can we? Cause I know you guys would want me to come up with a bathroom. Obviously, it's kind of blatantly obvious. So I put it in there just to show you it's there. Also the cafe is going to have a public bathroom, obviously, because cafes are required to have a public bathroom, and all of the stores are have employee bathrooms, but it's up to the individual owners to figure out whether they let people use them, because these are rentals. Because these are rentals, basically. Hi, Jolana? That's a unique name. That's a very distinctive name. Hi, Cassie. Hi. Oh, I gotta say hi to all of you, I guess. Well, I mean, I don't have to, but I'm going to because I'm nice like that. Oh, hi. Okay. We gotta actually pick something. Cause we've been sitting here for 20 minutes, and it's so. Hi, hi. I liked your username. It's funny. That's a great username. That's so funny. Okay, so any suggestions? Like anybody? I wonder if I ask you to subscribe. What are you working on? Okay, so basically what we're doing, I'm glad you asked. I'm glad somebody asked. So basically what we're doing is the channel that was originally going to be a gaming channel, I know y'all are sick of the changes, but I promise this one is permanent, is going to become a channel where I can put my work stories, because y'all have been asking for mini mart / cafe stories, and I want to give them to you, but I want to also open it so that other people can give me their stories. So instead of having one place, we are going to have an entire mall, or mini mall. We're going to have a mall. So basically, I need help coming up with places that would go in a mall. We have, and it's kind of not really a big mall. It's kind of a littler mall, so we don't have a food court. We have a pasta cafe because I know you've wanted stories from the pasta cafe. We have a bathroom because I know y'all. Hi, Doobs. Thank you. We have a bathroom because obviously y'all would be clamoring for that. We have a chocolate shop because my first thought was chocolate shop. And then I need help filling these spaces. We also have a movie theater because I wanted a movie theater. The movie theater and the pasta cafe have a public bathroom. An arcade. Maybe an arcade. I think there's going to be an arcade in the movie theater. Actually, you know what I can do? Instead of having a big movie theater, we can have, because you're right, there probably should be an arcade. Okay. So is this your hypothetical store? So in universe, I own the pasta cafe. I own the whole complex, but I also own the pasta cafe. I also own the pasta cafe. Everything else is a rental. Everything else is a rent. So this, the chocolate shop, the arcade, the chocolate shop, the arcade, and these stores are rentals, but I act as HR for them. So, but I act like HR for them. So basically, I cover their HR so they don't need to deal with it. And I usually let the people in charge of those places deal with it. But if I need to step in and deal with shit, I will step in, and I have it in the contract they sign that I reserve the right to step in if they're not doing it. Like let's say they have an employee who's being abusive and they're not dealing with it, I reserve the right to step in and say, hey, you're not dealing with it, so I'm going to deal with it. And it's in their contract that if I feel like they're not providing their employees a safe environment, I'm not gonna kick them out. I'm just going to go over their head and fire that employee. I'm going to go over their head and basically say, I haven't figured that out yet. Basically authentic, like authentic Italian pasta. So, traditionally made carbonara, traditionally made, real, authentically made carbonara, authentically made, Alfredo, like actual authentically made Alfredo, and stuff like that. So real stuff that you would actually find in Italy. Hi, Sandra. Like real stuff that you would find in Italy. But you're right. We do need an arcade and a movie theater. I think in universe, the arcade and the movie theater are going to be owned by the same person. So it would be at a sit down. Yeah, it would be. Yeah, actually, you're right. I need to make it bigger because, yeah, you're right. It would be a sit down type place. Which is why I said that in universe. But why is it not letting me? What the hell? So we said yes. Is it because? Yes. Also, what about a little shop that sells? Probably a clothing store would work. There we go. Maybe. Maybe. It doesn't have to be clothing. Yeah, Yeah, so like, so like maybe an antique store, maybe? A pretzel. The movie theater sells pretzels. The movie theater sells pretzels. So, like, and the movie theater, I'm leaning towards that you can go in and buy food without having to see a movie. Um, you I'm leaning towards that. So like, how do we classify small? Oh, like that. So a shop that sells small items for your house. Like, I have been to Five Below. I do not want to go back to Five Below. They treat their, oh. So, okay, so basically like, so basically, so basically like this. So basically like that. So a $10 or less shop. Yeah, that makes sense. Cause most of these, I'm gonna level with you. Most of these are shops I've actually thought about owning, like in real life. Like I've thought if I were to own a shop, what kind of shop would it be? And it would either be a pasta shop, a chocolate shop, or a home decor shop. So like this isn't just me. Like this isn't just out of nowhere. This is shops that I have literally thought of owning. Um, Also, the movie theater does sell pizza. And damn good pizza, if we're thinking of, and it's gonna be good pizza. I hope you know that. Before anybody asks, the movie theater sells pizza. Hi, Aryan. The first time I think you were on. Yeah, I was on the pasta shop. And I just realized that we could fit all of the things that I make into one setting. Realistically, this is going to be on the channel that was supposed to be the gaming channel, because I realized that just doesn't work. So the first. You could have a photo booth. Actually, that makes sense. A shop that sells games. You know, I was originally thinking that that could be So basically, a store that sells video games, manga, and anime. So basically, a store that sells video games, manga, and anime, and figurines. I don't have just one, I have many. I might watch that, actually. I didn't before because I wasn't interested, but after thinking about it, I might watch that because everybody says it's good, and I probably should get around to it. Hmm. And they're coming out. They are. They are. I know that. I know they are. Um. Uh. Or okay, Slay. Yeah. 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 They're coming out with another one. Um. So, for a running count, the pasta shop, the movie theater. As I said, I think I said this before. The pasta shop and the movie theater have public bathrooms. And there's a bathroom right here. Uh, Everything else, it is up to the individual renters. So I don't know in canon which renters which renters and which ones are letting, so it's not like there won't be any. So I'm leaning towards the name Multiplex HR because most of these are going to be me handling HR stuff. Or Mall HR, because most of these are going to be me handling. I don't want to brand it. I don't want to label it with my name again. Because the last time, as you remember, I tried Lane's Cafe, and a bunch of assholes, an influx of people, they thought they were being cute, but basically they flooded me with, they flagged me as branded. So I'm not going to do that. Yeah, no matter how many times people ask, I'm not going to do that again because I'm not stupid. You're lovely, but I don't trust any of these other people not to flag me as branded. Even though I made it very clear, and I've said before, this is not actually me branding. I don't actually own this place. It does not exist. But because people suck, they did it anyway. And then, when I came out and said, hey, I'm not branded, what are you doing? They accused me of having a crash out. So, no. So, I'm still gearing towards, mall HR. People might me. They will, but that's fine. I don't care. Fortunately, a lot of people. Yeah, they do like to get a rise out of people. But what they don't realize is that doing that affects, because I want to eventually use TikTok not as a main source of income, but as an alternate source of income. Because I work retail mostly, and what happens in the winter is, y'all know slump hours? So basically what happens in the winter oftentimes is the hours get cut. So I need, just in case, also, I am planning to move at some point. Well, it doesn't hurt my feelings so much as annoy the crap out of me. Because, if I tell you I'm not branded, don't turn around and accuse me of being branded when I've already told you I'm not. Also, I'm planning to use TikTok. I'm going to move eventually. Because I don't want to live here with my family the rest of my life. I want to be able to move and make content wherever stuff happens. So right now I'm thinking of mall HR. But I can't think of anything better. So, we still need this last one. So, we have the pasta shop, the chocolate shop, the hot anime, manga, and a video game hobby store. It's mostly just going to be anime games, by the way. It's not going to be regular video games. It's mostly going to be anime and nerd hobby stuff. Home decor, home decor, and well, no, because they're two separate things. They're two separate things. Yeah, it is a small mall. The home decor stuff is lamps. Is the 10 and under stuff. Is more like you said, keychains, hats, wallets, stuff like that. The home decor stuff is more like lamps, candles, mirrors, and stuff like that. They're two separate things. They're completely different things. I get what you're saying, but they're completely different types of thing. Hi, Layla. Also, before anybody asks, no, we do not have a food court because we already have a pasta shop. And hi Layla. We already have a pasta shop, and the movie theater sells snacks, so there's no so there's no need for it. What the hell? Oh, it's Steam. Oh, okay. So what about a candy? We already have a chocolate shop. That's a good idea, but we already have a chocolate shop. Also, the arcade sells candy. Drink shop. Like I said, the arcade sells candy. I'm trying to think of something else. I'm trying to think of something else only because we have a chocolate shop. The arcade sells candy. We have a pasta shop that sells drinks. We have a movie theater that sells drinks. The arcade sells drinks. And I think probably the $10 or less is going to sell energy drinks and sodas. So I thought But the thing about pet shops is I'm not sure it's legal to sell animals anymore in Maryland. I should not say where I am, but maybe a small pet shop, but I don't want to sell. Maybe a small pet all animal shop, but the thing is I don't want to sell maybe. So it's either a small animal store because I don't. Maybe, but the thing is, hamsters need a lot of space. Like, I feel like we wouldn't have enough room. I feel like we wouldn't necessarily have enough room for that. Possibly. Actually, you hit something. You hit something. Because, as I said, I don't necessarily like the idea of a pet shop. I feel like, as I said, Pasta Cafe has food and drink. Arcade has food, has drinks. Movie theater has food and drinks. $10 or less store has drinks. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. $10 or less store has drinks. So, while it's a cool concept to have a store that sells drinks, too many of them have drinks. So we don't need any more. Actually, not having a boba shop just gave me an idea for a skit, so thank you for that. An idea for a Karen skit, so thank you for that. So, salon, hobby store. I think that's it. I think that's all, because I think that's all. Because yeah, and it's not the stuff you typically see. I'm just thinking, do I add something? Because I know you keep saying a boba shop, but like, no, it's not the usual stores. Yes, yeah. Okay, I have one more thing I want to add. So we're going to think of something else, because I have not enough room for that. Not enough room for that. We're not that big. Actually, so for now, I think that this. Because I have an idea for a skit, and it requires that one of these spaces, I mean, it's going to be a fictional setting, so what? I don't know what you want from me. I don't know what you want from me. It's going to be a fictional setting. So, yeah. I think that's it for now. This is hypothetical. Yeah, exactly. It's not supposed to be realistic. It's a hypothetical scenario. But remember, if y'all have stories you want me to tell, and you work for any of these places, it says, please contact me, because I am going to have an entire diverse setup of places. Hi, Jenny. So far the name's going to be Mull HR, but if y'all have a better name, please let me know. Maybe well, no, because multiplex implies more than one level. Maybe. Like, mall stories? Like, mall stories, maybe? Mall POV? Mall, that's long. Hang on. Let me see if... I don't want to build a bear, but thank you. I think... I think we have to pay rights to get those, so no. Maybe at the arcade. Maybe if I decide. I think Tales from the Mall might actually work, because I'm looking through, or pretzel stuff. Like I said, the movie theater sells pretzels. The movie theater sells pretzels. So I think Tales from the Mall might work. Okay, Tales from the Mall it is. Tales from the Mall is official. I am going to delete the videos that were already on it because they do not gel with what it is. So I'm gonna delete those. We may play Mall Simulator at some point. We might play Mall Simulator at some point. Just to be fun. That's funny. No, but that's actually very funny. I get it. I get it, but that's cute. But no, but that's actually very funny. So this is the layout. Should I? No, I'm gonna stream the meeting the employees separately. So what about? So be on the lookout for. I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna save it. So there it's saved. Tales from the Mall. So I'm going to do individual videos, individual skits introducing the different places. So I'm going to do an introductory video introducing the actual concept, and then I'm going to do a bunch of videos introducing the different because this is my cafe. This is, like I said, this one I own. I own this one. And I think I'm going to say that the movie theater and the arcade, well, technically I don't own them. Well, that they're built in. Can you wait to introduce the concept? I mean, it is pretty much ready to post. It's just that's how I'm going to post it. I'm going to introduce the concept. I don't know what you mean by that. No, because that's why we went over this. That's why I put in these, let me see something. Actually, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Trying to think if there's anything I should... No, I think we're good. I think we're good for now. So I will probably play Mall Simulator to be funny at some point. But thank y'all for joining. Thank y'all for joining my stream. This is... Are you designers? No, it's just going to be the mall. It's just going to be the mall. It's just going to be a flashy, like... I mean, maybe, but the thing is, if I do that, well, no, the problem isn't that. The problem is that I was putting my name on it, and people were flagging me as branded because I kept putting my name on it to be cute. Because like I said, my first name is long and clunky, and I do not like it. My middle name is Elaine. And I took the E off, so now and I took the E off, and I've been going by Lane in my personal life. I haven't told my parents yet because I know that they're not gonna, that it's just gonna confuse them. But I was calling it Lane's blah 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 because that's literally my name. But people kept thinking it meant that I was branding myself and advertising something I actually own. No, this is fictional. I don't own this. Or at least not yet. I would love to, but no, I don't actually own this. So, unfortunately, that's just not going to work. But, no, it's not. I wish it were real. I wish it were real. And if I get enough TikTok followers, maybe it can be, but no. As far as I know, as far as right now, well, I know, as far as right now, it's not real. Maybe in the future, but not, as of right now, it's not real. This is just going to be the in-universe setup for the skits. A lot of them are going to be based on real experiences, but obviously, some of them, I was originally just going to say that, it's all real, but no. Most of them are going to be real, but some of them are going to be based off of things that have just popped into my head, which I think it would be cool to turn into a skit. So, I am going to go get dinner. I hope y'all have a good night. If you follow me here, you can also... Yeah, you can. Are you really going to put it? Well, I've been putting a disclaimer. It's not real. Y'all can also follow me on YouTube under Lane the Nerd VODs, where I put all of my live stream VODs. You can also follow me under Lane the Nerd, where I post content about... where I post basically nerd content. You can also follow me on Point and Click Lane, where I play point and click adventure games, where I play point and click games, mascot platformers, and puzzle games. And you can follow me on my other channel, where I have not decided what I'm going to do. You can also hit me up as The Daily Dadder, which is a channel where I post... every episode of American Dad Reviewed, although I think I'm going to change that because the thing is, I realize that once American Dad ends, I'm going to have to change how I do that. And you can also join me on POV Theater, where I do POV sketches about nerd stuff, like anime reviews, movie reviews, and stuff like that. So, I know it's a lot, but please follow me on any of those things. I also have my Tumblr back up because I had originally not been on Tumblr because the person I was following on Tumblr, who is irrelevant, don't worry about it, is back on Tumblr, or the people, not just one, the people they are back on Tumblr. Basically, can we do something to get me to 200? Because I would like to be able to get to 200. So I need to go live for 14 more minutes. You know what I can do? Instead of just stopping, what I can do is I can copy this layout, but instead we can name the employees. We can name okay, so that did not work. We can name the employees because wait. Okay, so that's not working. Okay. Because if I make it to a certain amount, I get more rewards if I make it to a certain amount. So go live on one day. Actually, you know what? I don't know if I want to do that because, like, I don't know if I want to do that because, like, can I do that? Am I able to do that? Because, like, the thing is, okay, so for some reason that copied. Okay, so we're gonna do this since we're here. Since we're already here. Hi. Okay, so after this we're gonna be done because I'm hungry and I need dinner. But that one we're gonna leave alone. Okay, so okay, so wait. Maybe I can make my own tier chart for future reference. That's something entirely different. Actually, you know what? So we're going to design some of these shops, but we're going to do them one at a time. We're going to design some of these shops, but we're going to do them one at a time. So today we're going to design the pasta shop, and we're going to design that's it. So this is the make station where everything gets made. So basically, this is the make station where all the food gets prepped. Table. We don't have a lot of tables. Table. That's not no. So these are the oh, that table looks lopsided. Oh God. There we go. A little bit better. Okay, so basically this is the make station where all the pasta gets made. I'm just passing. Here, here, and here. That's where the bathrooms are. Actually, no. The bathroom is over here. The bathroom is over there. I just haven't... Hang on. Um, hmm. I changed my mind. So basically, it's a babysitting area for kids. You know, it's a babysitting area for kids. So if you need to give your kid, area for kids, which also doubles as a playroom, which also. So basically, oh no, wait, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, so I made it a little bit bigger because I made it a little bit bigger. Only because I realized that I need to put the bathroom somewhere. Also, I probably needed to make the movie theater bigger. That's the other thing. So there's the bathroom, kids play area. Especially since this is a sit-down place. Especially since this is a sit-down place. I'm thinking of switching because here's the thing. I think the restaurant. Bye. Actually, no, because. No, they'll stay where they are. They'll stay where they are. So, mix station. The make station where everything gets made. There's a back area, which I'm not going to advertise, but basically this is the back area where everything gets made. The register, where you ring up your pasta. That's a self-service kiosk. Self-service kiosk. Self-service kiosk, and then tables. So, tables for eating. I need to put the bathroom. Oh shit, I need to put the bathroom. So basically, I'm not including the bathroom as a thing because the bathroom is a bathroom. It doesn't really need to be an area. It's just a bathroom. So do I include beer with this? Actually, no, because as I said previously, this is going to be so basically this is going to be a liquor station where all the pasta gets made. This is a back area. So basically this is a back area where this is an area where all the pasta gets made. You can see it, but you can't come behind the counter here. This is liquor. Oh no, I spelled liquor wrong. Oops. This is liquor. This is the register, and only the cashier has access to the liquor. And these are self-service kiosks, so if you want to pay for yourself, you can pay for yourself. So I don't want to keep going. I want to stop. I am hungry. So I'm going to stop for today. And this is the pasta shop. So I hope y'all have a good evening. I am going to go and get food because I am hungry. So have a nice night, y'all. And that's a wrap for tonight. And the next time I will start using a fan club. So if y'all want to give me money, you are more than happy to give me money. I'm trying to figure out how to get out of this. It's gonna take, I don't know exactly when. I don't know exactly when I'll go live to finish this. How do I end the live? I'm trying to figure out how to end the live. I'm sorry. I know this seems dumb, but I'm trying to figure out how to end it. End live. There we go.